Okay, good morning to everybody. Today's session, I am going to start the module 4. Module 4 in wastewater and industrial wastewater treatment process. Okay, in this bit, first we have to discuss about introduction. What do you mean by introduction? In module 4, what are all the things we have to discuss? So first we have to we should know what is the sources of wastewater and industrial wastewater. In addition to that, already we know what do you mean by what is the source of wastewater and industrial wastewater. Of course, the municipal wastewater can be getting or generated in individual households, especially in bathrooms, kitchens, water closets, each and everything. It is common to all residential peoples. All are generating normally same characteristics of wastewater and directly they are connected to the municipal sewer. That thing all of you knows. In addition to that, hotels, institutions, clear, hospitals. So these are also commercial areas. These are all the places we can get the wastewater and those people directly they connected into the municipal sewer. Such a type of wastewater is carried through the municipal sewer along with residential wastewater. This is the purely wastewater or simply we can call it as municipal wastewater. In addition to that, industrial wastewater. What do you mean by industrial wastewater? So, all different types of industries are generating the wastewater according to their manufacturing process and as well as whatever the end product they are getting. That is the main concept. In addition to that, what type of chemicals they are going to use to get the end product. This is the main criteria. So, such a type of, for example, paper and pulp industries, food processing industries, dyeing industries, dairy industries, chemical industries, tannery industries, textile industries. So these are all simply we can call it as industries. But all types of industries are generating or getting the end product. It depends on whatever the raw materials they are going to use and what all the process they are going to provide to get the end product. In addition to that, what type of chemicals they are going to use to get the end product. These are all the main concept in industrial wastewater. Of course, before going to remaining industries, one example, for example, I will take one industry. Even though in Mysore city, in two different places, they are providing same industry. For example, KMF, dairy industry. So, two same industries are located in Mysore city, but the process will be changed. The process will be changed. But whatever it may be, finally they are getting same end product. The raw material is milk, majorly milk. From the milk, they are going to getting the end product in terms of curd, sweets, ghee, like this, etc., etc., etc. But whatever it may be, the end product is same, but the process is entirely different from same type of industries. Are you clear or not? It depends on the whatever the process they are going to provide to get the end product. According to that process, they are generating the wastewater. Are you clear? Such type of wastewater consisting of different characteristics. For example, in this classroom, 30 to 40 students are sitting. All are close friends, of course, either male or female category, whatever it may be. But all are studying in 7th sem. That is quite common. But all 30 students are not having same character. Are you clear? Same way, same concept we can adopt for these industries. Majorly, it depends on whatever the raw materials they are going to use, and whatever the end product they have to getting, or whatever the end product they are expecting, and whatever the process they are going to consisting in their industries. And in addition to that, what type of chemicals or coagulants they are going to use to get the end product. This is the major concept. Are you clear or not? Okay. So, such a type of wastewater we cannot be directly discharged into the wastewater or municipal wastewater. Why? So, that thing we have to discuss today. Difference between domestic and industrial wastewater. This is the first concept of in this module 4. Okay. So, difference between domestic and industrial wastewater. Already, even in the previous sessions, we have discussed about domestic and as well as industrial wastewater. Whatever it may be. So, according to this model, we have to study the difference between domestic and industrial wastewater. What is the sources of domestic and what is the sources of industrial waste? Already I clearly mentioned. So, for example, you take for domestic wastewater, we can get it from for example, apartments, hotels, hospitals, and as well as shopping mall. Etc. When it comes to the industries, when it comes to the industrial wastewater. So, for example, paper and pulp industry, textile industry, sugar industry, tannery industry, chemical industry, dairy industry, and as well as food processing industry and etc. These are all the major concept of domestic wastewater and industrial wastewater. From these two category, we can get the wastewater. So, such a type of wastewater can be directly discharged into the municipal sewer. Directly discharged into the municipal sewer, because in this category they are not using more chemicals. It is negligible quantity. Only in bathrooms, kitchens, they are going to use very small amount of chemicals they are going to use for washing purpose. It is negligible quantity. In terms of use amount of wastewater, only 0.001%. It is very negligible quantity. Are you clear? So, the characteristics wise, in municipal wastewater, BOD is always greater than COD. Why? Because it is organic in nature. Organic nature of wastewater. Are you clear? It is very easily treatable wastewater. Whatever the organic substance in this such a type of wastewater, easily digested with aerobic condition. What do you mean by aerobic? What do you mean by anaerobic? Aerobic means for the process it utilizes the oxygen, whatever the oxygen available in the atmosphere, such a type of oxygen is utilized for decomposing the organic material. Hence, we can call it as aerobic process. Are you clear or not? Aerobic process. Aerobic process means with oxygen. What do you mean by anaerobic process? Without oxygen. The process will be takes place in closed system. There is no question of accept the oxygen because it was closed. They can't get the oxygen from the atmosphere. Whatever the oxygen available in the atmosphere, such a type of oxygen cannot be utilized for the process. That is simply we can call it as anaerobic. Anaerobic process. I mean to say without oxygen. In such a type of industrial wastewater, generating huge amount of wastewater. What is the characteristics of such a type of industrial wastewater? Anybody? So, when compared with domestic wastewater, the industrial wastewater that is consisting of more COD and less BOD. Why? Because this is inorganic in nature. Inorganic in nature. It is very difficult to treat because it is in anaerobic condition. Anaerobic condition. Inorganic elements will be more in such type of industrial wastewater, because already I mentioned, because whatever the end products they are expecting or they are getting, and whatever the raw materials they are going to use to get the end product, and whatever the process they are provided to get the end products, it depends on. But whatever it may be, all different types of industries are not generating same characteristics of wastewater. Of course, directly we can say that is in anaerobic condition, all types of industrial wastewater generating the characteristics is more COD than BOD. COD is more, BOD is very less, because of that is inorganic in nature. It is harmful wastewater. It is directly affects the human health, animal life, overall environment. It can be spoiled environment when compared with the domestic wastewater or simply municipal wastewater. Are you clear? So, in this situation, so it depends on the end products and it depends on the process they are going to provide. The concentration will be varying. What type of concentration? Either it may be BOD, either it may be COD. So, overall finally we can say the DO concentration will be sometimes 0. There is no chances of aquatic life survival in this industrial wastewater. Are you clear? So, what is the DO saturation? That is 14.67 milligram per liter. For aquatic life survival, we have to maintain the minimum of 4 mg per liter. 4 mg per liter. I hope that thing all of you knows. But in this industrial wastewater, it is very difficult to maintain the concentration of DO because it is highly fouling wastewater, fouling industrial wastewater. It already I mentioned the COD is more, the BOD is very less. Hence, we can't expect the DO concentration or dissolved oxygen content in the industrial wastewater. So, these are all the two different types or characteristics of wastewater we may expect, either from the domestic wastewater, either it from the industrial wastewater. So, what is the difference between these two? That is the major concept. So, whatever the domestic wastewater getting from these different, for example, apartments, hotels, hospitals, shopping malls or individual households. Almost all the characteristics wise normally almost all same, because they are not using much chemicals. That's why already I mentioned very clearly in this wastewater, whatever the wastewater generating from these different apartments or hotels or hospitals, shopping mall, whatever it may be, BOD is always more, COD is always less. So, directly we can say that is organic in nature of wastewater they are generated or generating, and directly such a type of wastewater can be discharged through the municipal sewer. This is organic in nature, that's why aerobic in condition, directly we can say. It is very easily decomposing with organic materials. There is no difficulty in treating such type of municipal wastewater. It is almost all reverse or opposite to this municipal wastewater, whatever the industrial wastewater. So, any industry you take, for example, you take dairy industry and compare with the textile industry or paper industry, paper and pulp industry. So, all types of industries are using acid oriented or acidic in nature of coagulants or chemicals. But percentage wise is somewhat different, of course. In textile and tannery industry, they are going to use more chemicals from beginning to end of the process. According to use of such type of chemicals, the characteristics is entirely different from one industry to another one industry. When it comes to the dairy or food processing industry, in these two industries, they are not using much more chemicals when compared with these different types of industries. Because they are getting the end product is such a way that. So, we can't expect same type of industrial wastewater characteristics. It is purely depends on the whatever the raw materials they are going to use and whatever the end products they are getting. In addition to that, what are all the processing they are going to provide to get the end product. So, already I mentioned, even in the, you take any one industries, they are located in different places, but they are getting same end product, even though the process will be changes to get the end product. And whatever the chemicals they are going to use, that is also little bit varying and little bit changing. But whatever it may be, the end wastewater, whatever the wastewater they are generated in same industries, characteristics wise is little bit varying. But of course, both the wastewater consisting of acidic in nature, but we can't expect same concentration of either it may be BOD, either it may be COD, either it may be DO, dissolved oxygen content. But whatever it may be, in such a type of industries, whatever the wastewater they are generating, in that wastewater, the DO concentration will be very, very less, very, very less. Sometimes the DO concentration is 0. So, already I mentioned very clearly, the aquatic life survival, the DO concentration, the minimum least DO concentration should be maintained 4 mg per liter. Saturation is 14.67 mg per liter. In between, no problem for aquatic life survival. But we can't expect such level of DO concentration in any of these industries. The concentration is more when compared with these domestic wastewater. This is the key difference between domestic wastewater and as well as industrial wastewater. How to manage? How to treat it? So, without adding any chemicals, the domestic wastewater easily we can collecting and easily carrying, easily treating. But when come to the industrial wastewater, it is not easy concept or easy methods like this domestic wastewater. Because already I mentioned the domestic wastewater consisting of organic in nature, the municipal wastewater consisting of inorganic in nature. That's why the BOD is more, in this COD is less. In industrial wastewater, BOD is always less, COD is more. Sometimes it may vary up to 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, 1.2 lakh, 1.3 lakh. Minimum of 1,000 in terms of any industry you take, minimum of 30,000, 50,000, 60,000, but we can't expect in this. Are you clear? In municipal wastewater or domestic wastewater, normally the BOD is normally 900 mg per liter and COD value is normally it may vary from 300 to 500, it may vary from not more than 1500 mg per liter. It is very easily treatable. According to the standards, what they say, any standards you take, any standards you can refer. So, after the treatment, when you are going to discharge such type of treated wastewater, it should be consisting of BOD is 30 to 70 mg per liter. In COD, it should not be exceed 100 to 150 mg per liter. It is very easily treatable wastewater and we can reach the standards without using any chemicals. Either it may be primary treatment method or preliminary treatment methods. Are you clear? But what about in industrial wastewater? It is very difficult. Difficult to treat such type of different types of industries. All different types of industries having different characteristics. So already I gave one example. For example, in the classroom, all 30 students are not having same character, but all are studying within the classroom, all are studying same subject, whatever it may be, but all 30 students are not having same characteristics, same concept, even these industries. The following different types of industries are not having same characteristics. But whatever it may be, all types of industries, whatever the wastewater they are generating after getting the end product, that is inorganic in nature. All the times the COD is more than BOD. The COD value may be minimum of 50,000, 30 to 50,000, up to it may be 1 lakh or 1.5 lakhs, the value. Even BOD also more than 5,000, 10,000 like this, 10,000 milligram per liter. It is very difficult to treat it. Then how to treat? That's why primary treatment methods, secondary treatment process or methods and tertiary treatment process. So it is purely depends on the characteristics of wastewater and concentration level. Before going to suggest what type of treatment we have to provide for treating such type of industrial wastewater, we have to analyze the characteristics first. Majorly BOD, COD, dissolved oxygen content, iron, heavy metal, sulfide, chloride, alkalinity, all major parameters should be analyzed. According to the concentration, we have to think for which method of treatment is required or which method of treatment should be given to bring down the concentration level according to what the standard says. But any methods you can adopt, either it may be primary or secondary or biologically. First, we should analyze the characteristics and bring into the neutralization. Then we have to suggest the method of treatment or type of treatment. It is purely depends on the concentration having the bacteria. If you want to give the bacteriological treatment or tertiary treatment, but we should know the bacterial concentration, how they are actively participating. That is the main thing. It depends on the majorly temperature. There will be a direct connection with temperature and as well as bacteria. Bacterial activities can be taken place in this situation. In sometimes, if the concentration of acidic, sometimes it will be more in different types of industries. Hence, it is very difficult to bacterial survival. If the bacteria depends on the characteristics, easily the bacteria can be destroyed. Hence, in that situation, it is very difficult to give the tertiary or bacteriological treatment process. For the bacteriological treatment process, the bacterial activities is the more important. If not, so we have to analyze the strength of the wastewater. First, we should know the strength of the wastewater. Such strength, if it is in higher level of strength, we have to bring it to normal position. So even in the so many times I mentioned very clearly, for example, the pH scale, it varies from 0 to 14. The neutral pH is 0 to 7. So 0 to 7 is acidic and 7 to 14 is alkaline, or simply we can call it as base. So whatever the water we are consuming, the pH values will be 6.5 to 8.5. I mean to say, it is not a purely acidic in nature, or it is not purely alkaline in nature. It is in neutral level. So in such a type of industrial wastewater, it may be the pH can be rise up to minimum of 9 to 12 sometimes. Alkaline rise. How to bring down? How to bring into the normal position? If the alkaline content is more, we have to add some acidic or acids to bring down to neutralization. Same way, we have to reduce the strength of the wastewater. And in different manner, we can reduce the strength reduction. How to reduce the strength? So vice versa, if the alkaline content is more, we have to put some acids, we can bring into neutral. If the acid content is up to either it may be 2 or 3, we have to bring it to normal position, we have to add some alkaline. So the pH can be balanced. In the same way, so even in the previous sessions or in previous modules, we have already studied the concept of this wastewater. How? Dilution, the bit dilution or dilution factor. What do you mean by dilution? Same concept. The wastewater consisting of more acids, we can add some alkaline. If the wastewater having more alkaline, we have to add some acids to bring into the neutralization level or to neutralize. Same way, the dilution or dilution factor. If the concentration is more in the factors, it may be 20-80 or 50-50 or 30-70 This is the proportion or 40-60. This is the proportion, dilution factor. So, same way, such type of industrial wastewater, the concentration is more, we have to reduce the strength of the wastewater. First, we bring such a type of concentration to the normal position or normal level. Then we have to analyze the characteristics one more time. Finally, we can decide what type of treatment method should be adopted to treat such a type of industrial wastewater. After the treatment, whatever the treated wastewater or industrial wastewater comes out of this treatment, finally we have to discharge onto the running stream, or we can utilize for agricultural purpose. But whatever it may be, you have to treat up to the standards. Hence, it will not cause any damage or effects to the human being or animal life or plant life, overall environment. This is the major concept of this industrial wastewater. This is the key difference of domestic wastewater and industrial wastewater. Are you clear or not? Okay. Next, after this, I will going to we can discuss effect of effluent discharge on stream. Okay. So, the next bit will be, we can discuss in next hour. So, that is effect of effluents. Effects of effluents or effluent discharge effluent, effects of effluent discharge on stream. So, in this effects of effluent discharge on stream. So, what are all the effects we may expect? How it affects on the treatment process or majorly units. Treatment units. How it is directly affects. How it affects? It is majorly pH, BOD, COD, DO, sulfides and chloride, heavy metals, either it may be iron, like this. So, majorly the sulfides are more important in unit operations or operations units. How it affects? It is directly affects on the units because it helps to corrode and it helps to damage the surface of the unit area. So, this thing we can study in the next class. Okay. Today I will going to stop at this level. Until, take care. Okay? Bye.